Time now for our rants and raves, starting with you, Dan.
I have a rant for the owner of the Nashua Telegraph, Ogden Newspapers in West Virginia. Earlier this week, according to the nonprofit news site indepthnh.org, Executive Managing Editor Roger Carroll was ordered to remove certain facts from a story about the Telegraph's pending move to downtown Nashua, including the value of the property and the fact that this West Virginia chain, Ogden, owned them. Carroll resigned, so he gets a rave. But here's what Carroll told In-Depth NH. I thought this kind of censorship showed a staggering disrespect to the role of the newsroom and to the Telegraph's readers.
I mean, what was the issue?
What was the issue?
Why
I don't know.
can't you say how much the movie,
I don't know. And this appeared in print, but then they ordered it taken out for the online version.
All right, Callie.
I'm a rave for Terry Gross, who was awarded this week with a National Humanities Medal at the White House. Some other notable people. It's not rare that you have someone performing her job in a journalistic, probing way, which is why she won this medal, as President Obama said. Also note that there were two other journalists turned writers who were awarded the National Medal of the Arts. James McBride worked here at the Boston Globe. People may know him for the best-selling Color of Water. And also Isabel Wilkerson, whose book, The Warmth of Other Suns, has just blown up into a classic about the migration of Black Americans from the South to the North and to the West. And she taught at BU here and won another Pulitzer for another piece of work before she got to that. So rah-rah for journalists, hey, doing good work and, you know, rising to the point of being national treasures.
All right, Tom.
I got a rave also. We're all in.
No, not me.
No, me neither. Oh, not there. Oh, there it went. I want to give a rave to USA Today and or Gannett, the owner of USA Today, and to Facebook. But USA Today first time ever it has done it. It is starting a project this week called Voting Because, and you pick up a copy of the paper and it'll be a blank seat. I am voting because, and you get to write in what you want. Do a selfie, send it in. But what Voting Because is really all about, it's intended to get people to register to vote and then go out and vote, and they're working with the League of Women Voters, a couple of other Get Out the Vote organizations, and every day they also are providing a series of articles about campaigns nationally from all their 100 or so publications that you can get to keep you up to date. So I think a rave to them for trying to engage people. And Facebook, by the way, is starting to do that this week. Everyone who is of voting age will get a little message every time they sign on to Facebook reminding them to register to vote.
TV One's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Just want to say. Yeah.
Good for them.
All right, John.
Well, I have a rant for Jeff Zucker, the odious head of CNN, who, and one of the chief offenders of this process we mentioned earlier, whereby they gave unlimited hundreds of millions, billions of dollars worth of airtime to Trump early on, unedited, uncritically. Well, they had a town meeting within the company last week at which the issue of Corey Lewandowski came up, the super odious Trump campaign chairman who was fired and the same day hired for apparently big bucks by CNN. Zucker was defending him up and down, saying he's done a great job. I've caught his analysis several times. It's wretched. It's pure vomitous spin.
And he's still on Trump's payroll.
He's still on Trump's payroll. It's so bad that Jake Tapper, who's one of the better journalists there, also piped up and said, well, you know, it's important that we have voices on our air that represent all the Trump supporters. What? How about just having a balanced, thoughtful analysis that spans the ideological spectrum instead of this nonsense of, you know, 3 from pro-Hillary and 3 pro-Trump and just let them spew their garbage?
All right.
We should be on there.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, I have a rant for a piece that was in the Boston Globe yesterday about this heart of an alleged saint, Pio Padre, that was put in a little jar and brought up to a church. And,
what a weird story.
You know, and all these people believe it, that he had healing powers, and his healing powers carries. Here's my rant. This is a very difficult thing. And newspapers are really the only ones who try to do religious stories. But You need some healthy skepticism. In all other arenas, we offer healthy skepticism. If I said I was having a seance and said that, I brought back somebody, wouldn't you all suggest maybe that didn't happen? It was well into the article. I mean, it was a long page. It was in the jump page that the writer said this Pierre Padre, he's dismissed as a mystic, and his detractors dismissed him as a charlatan. Well, yes, he was a charlatan. And it's one thing for the people to believe it. It's one thing for parishioners to go, that's why I'm not shaming them and I'm not embarrassing. I'm just saying that it's up to us to throw some healthy skepticism in this. And I spoke to one well-informed Catholic, said she'd never heard of the thing, never heard of this Padre, and was humiliated by it.
Well, if you do have that seance, will you ask Janis Joplin who she would be voting for this fall? I'm curious.
All right, that's it for our show. Tell us what you think. Email us, tweet us, or leave a comment. We're always on at beatthepress.org.